Hi, good morning. And you're on to Austin. And today is the 20th of January 2021. And you're on to my live broadcast. If you're coming into my broadcast for the first time, as my manner should always and has always been, do well to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. If you're an old member and you think the broadcast is good and you love it, then do well to give a thumbs up. That's social proof. And I'm one of the many voices within our Kringle Private Society. We are getting stronger. We are getting more and more organized by the day. Now, I've been hearing a number of people meet me again and again, asking me questions about today's title. And I think it's necessary I come out to make a broadcast to this effect so that going forward, you would not need to keep asking me this. I just refer you back to this broadcast and listen to the broadcast and then get a general overview about when the administration may or will, for those that will be involved, retrieve back the coins from the billionaires that are inactive within our private community. All right, so let me quickly begin. First of all, I'll share my screen and then I start making some content. I will be very brief because I just want to drive the nail to the head, and I think that will be all. So let me quickly come over to this place. Now, this is the latest article that has come forth by the administration of the Kringle Society, and I want us to understand that every information that are put in this private blog are not just for the interests of the admin, it's for the interest of the Kringle Private Society. We are the awakened. We are the awakened. We are not the elites. We are not the enlightened ones as the elites see it. When you look at the dollar notes, you'll see that all-seeing eye. No, that's not who we are, but we are the awakened. Awakened are those that are not under the influence of the elites. They built a system that has ruled humanity for God knows how many years, and they are still working to enter into their final phase. Their final phase is the man of sin, the Antichrist, that will come to rule over God's creation and for a period of time. These things are imminent, it shall happen. But before that happens, we are going to shift it to possibly another 2 centuries, as the case may be. It is not time yet. That's my bottom line. It's not time yet. The reason Kringle Private Society is existing is to tell the elites and mankind that it's not time yet. And every information that I put here by the blog, on the blog by the administration of the community, is to enlighten you. I would strongly recommend, advise, and persuade that you do well to watch these broadcasts. They are very helpful. Watch these videos. Also, this particular one and then this other one, will there be fake alien invasions? The first one that was talked about is so-called C. C was what they brought in. And they have been working. I really admire their persistence. They are working to enshrine the mind that C virus is real. Check out all stations. Every station, within the first 30 minutes, they talk about it. Is it CNN? Is it BBC? Sky News? Every station, local stations, international stations, they are casting spells on you using their news. And so many people are strongly being under that influence now. You know, to cast a spell, some people's mind are strong. It takes consistent of the spell. Keep casting it, you keep casting it until they are now under their influence. You need to fight back. And how do you fight back? By getting the right information. This is the first thing I want to say. Do well to watch these videos and also watch this other one. Will there be fake alien invasions? They started with C, and then they are still working on making people feel comfortable with accepting that virus. That virus, yes, I wouldn't say it's a vaccine, no, it's virus. because they are putting a virus into you. And that thing is a global depopulation agenda. I've been saying is, I am not saying that there are no people that are falling sick. It's only normal for people to fall sick. It's only normal for people to die. That's the painful truth. You would not like what I'm saying, maybe, or you will like it, but it's just normal for out of 10 people that fall sick, 1 or 2 will die. That's just it. And you are supposed to ask yourself, why is that? You can't answer that question. It's a divine question. Not everyone knows when he or she will die. Everyone has a purpose on earth. Some people fulfill their purpose. Some people, out of carelessness, do not fulfill their purpose. The bottom line is that 95% of people who die now are labeled as C. And to a good extent, they are winning the hearts of the multitude. And people are slowly acquiescing, even though they are not saying it out, but their minds are slowly being subdued. Do not be a victim of such kind of thing. Remember, my topic is when will the admin begin to withdraw the wallet? I'm actually digressing. I'll go back to the topic in details shortly. I just want to emphasize on these 2 particular broadcasts. Do well to attend this broadcast. Now, meetings. Now, before I would continue, I am also going to talk about this article that was put forth on Monday. And then this article, some of you are not reading it, or some of you have watched it, some of you have listened. If you haven't yet listened, do well to listen it. It is our Monday meeting. Now, the administration is putting in a 24-hour live broadcast so that new members who come in can be able to become a cog on the wheel. What's a cog on the wheel? When you look at your wristwatch, you open your wristwatch, you see a small wheel. This may be a big one, and a small one is rolling beside the big one, and then there is another one rolling. So 3 wheels or 4 wheels or 20 wheels or 50 wheels are rolling together to achieve a common goal, to make sure that the watch keeps ticking and ticking, provided there is a battery. That thing is what the administration wants to do. They want to model the system of a wristwatch where every member be a cog on the wheel, and then there is a 24-hour live broadcast to keep the people who are coming new informed on what is going on about or in the Kringle Private Society. These people that are going to be on this 24-hour live broadcast are enlightened personnel, people who are ready to build the community, people that will not give excuses, of course. These people are already at the site waiting for the system to build the technology. Between now and the end of this week or next week, that technology should be available so that new members can plug in, understand the concept of the Kringle Society, and then begin to grow. If you haven't listened yet to this article or to this broadcast, do well to listen through. It's something that the administration is telling you. This is a system we are going. We want to go about rapid growth. So new members will bring in 2. I do not know if the administration will give another opportunity for all new members from the month of October to be able to engage in rapid reward, like he gave old members that opportunity. I don't know what his goals are, but I know that new members are going to have an opportunity to bring in 2 people, and those 2 people will bring in 2 people based on the principle that has already been stated by the interactive video, that lady there. Now, the first person who brings in these 2 people has to have a paid subscription, and the other 2 people that are coming in are not necessarily going to be paid subscribers, except they want to enjoy the benefit of the Billionaire subscription. If they don't want to, they can just come in and have the free gift. The Kringle private community are building in 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires. Simple and short. As the community grows, you will position yourself to the right place, the one that you think you can keep up with. At this point, the administration does not place any obligation on people who pay their subscription fee. When they pay their subscription fee, if it is during this promo period, they enjoy the commensurate amount of Kringles or TBC, depending on which level they pay for, billionaire, millionaire. They enjoy the benefits. If they are brand new and they want to take advantage of the 24-hour rapid reward, then they can get 800 coins. And I can tell you that after this month, I don't think there will be any form of opportunity that will present itself ever again in the Kringle Society where you can come in, pay about $20, $30, $31, $32, and you get 800 coins. You see, the thing is, when you get these 800 coins, if you refuse to keep paying It was my network. My network was giving a little of each. Don't forget, one person, one account. Don't forget, one person, one account. This thing is very, very, very necessary. This is the first information that comes to the Clinical Private Society as new members, as old members. You may have 5 accounts, 6 accounts. Those accounts all right. Sorry, it was a network issue. So I'm sharing my screen again. Okay. And I was somewhere. Yes. Sorry for the glitch, network glitch. My apologies. All right. So I was talking about this. Now, we are supposed to have 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires. Now, if we are going to have 1 million billionaires, I want you to understand that these billionaires that will be in the community has to be very accountable. These billionaires that are going to be in the community have to be responsible, meaning that they are aware that it's a lifetime commitment. They are aware that they have to pay their subscription fee every month. At this point, the administration says it is positioning that matters. What do you mean by positioning? Some people will come into the Krengo society within this promotion period and they may not enjoy the rapid reward of getting 800 coins. Maybe they pay their subscription fee after 24 hours. By then, the promotion rapid rewards has been exhausted. But when they pay their subscription fee, because they paid for Billionaire, they will get 100 TBC coins. Now, some of them intelligently in their own eyes, after paying that subscription fee, they would fold their hands and they wouldn't do anything. So they will not pay the following months, they won't pay the third month, the second and the third month. Now, what will happen is after 3 months, even if you are a new member and you don't pay, because we have not yet filled out the billionaire positions yet, we've not filled out the billionaire position yet, those coins will not be withdrawn from you. At the moment, what will happen is that your send buttons will be turned off. Because at this point, come to think about it, TBC is in distribution phase. Liquidity has not set in yet. Liquidity is in direct proportion to the number of merchants who accept partial payment of Kringles at the moment. We have to complete the chain of supply. What is chain of supply? The manufacturers must accept Kringles. The major distributors must accept Kringles. The wholesalers must accept Kringles. The retailers, more major retailers must accept Kringles. I'm talking of retailers, producers, manufacturers, major distributors of different products. The chain of supply must be completed. And after retailers, consumers. Once that chain of supply has been completed, and it is 10% in Kringles that all of them are collecting, then the completion, the chain has been completed. It's now going to take some time so that it will transcend from 10%. Since a manufacturer accepts it, I can pay him in 20% Kringles and 80% in cash. While this exercise is going on, the community is growing. And as the community is growing, there is a reduction in the supply, in the distribution supply, in the distribution of Kringles, because it reduces from TBC to Kringles, and it reduces from Kringles to less Kringles, from less Kringles to less, and less Kringles. So the level of Kringles that this one will have will be less than the ones this one will have. And it will be less than the one this last layer has. So it's a distribution phase. And as the distribution comes in, it will be natural for people to see the value in this thing. You get me? Now, what I am saying is that the administration will not withdraw the wallets, the coins from the wallet, because the distribution has not come to a reasonable point where we are having merchants of over 25 million or more accepting Kringles distributed across the Kringle private society. We are one global village. So it may be in Nigeria, it may be in Cameroon, it may be in United States, it may be in Australia, it may be in China, wherever. But when there are reasonable amounts of merchants and you can go about intertrade between one merchant in Nigeria and another merchant in China, or one merchant in the United States with another merchant in South Africa. Once we've come to that point, it is now a perceived value that TBC has come to, where people now see TBC as an invaluable asset. That is the currency that the Kringle private society are trying to build at the moment. When we've come to that point, TBC has become valuable. You can spend your TBC wherever you want. At that point, we would have now closed up the billionaire phase. Now, once we have closed up the billionaire phase, those people who have TBC at their hands, then maybe their wallets would have been switched off because they are not paying their admin fee. Now, there will be a democratic approach to calling on those people, telling them the admin is telling you, maybe he will put it on the blog, that you should start paying your subscription fee. Because at this point, I would not be seen as a bad person if I would not be seen as a bad person if I withdraw your coins, because TBC has become liquid at that point. So at that point, there will be a call to everybody who are members in the TBC community and are billionaires, and they are not servicing their accounts. That is when the administration will give out that call, using the people who attend the mass adoption team meeting, telling them to go out, tell those people, and he will give a reasonable amount of time, just like the TBC 004. I think it has exceeded up to 6 months or 3 months or more since the administration has been saying, if your coins are in TBC 004, go and withdraw it. Now transfer it back to your TBC 009 by going about some approach. It has already been stated. Go to your Kringle Cash back office, you will see those informations there. So that same approach, that same time he gave them is likely the same time he would also give the billionaires in the community, so that there will be no excuse. Those billionaires in the community, they would have at least nothing less than 3 months to wake up and start consistently paying their admin fee. And it is at that point that this law of the TBC community will now hold. This particular law that says 8 grains monthly and late payments are accepted up to 90 days before TBC coins are returned to the admin wallet. At this point, there are no liquidity. So if the administration withdraws it after 3 months, then that means he is taking preference to the old members, and then the new members are the ones that are suffering it. No, everybody are going to be on the same level shortly. But it's not just logical to start withdrawing the coins at this early phase. We must grow our merchant base to have a reasonable number of merchants. One. Another thing you should take note of is, if you weigh the number of people coming to the community every day, there are about 1,500 or 2,000 every day. Now, when you check it out, if it's 2,000 every day, and then in 7 days it is 14,000. Now 14,000 is 7 days. Then in 4 weeks, which is in 1 month, that's about 84,000, thereabouts. Now, if 84,000 people are coming to the community every month, then it's going to take more than 6 to 10 months, because in 10 months, it will be about approximately 1 million points, 1 point something million. What we are looking for is 1,111,111. So it's going to take a while. We do not know how many people are in the billionaire zone at the moment, but we know that the moment TBC in the admin wallet reduces to 500 million, then it becomes scarce. Now, if the billionaire zone has not yet filled out, then it becomes very difficult for those new ones to get at least 1 TBC. It is distribution that is going on at the moment. So the bottom line I'm actually driving at is, the administration is not collecting the coins yet from the billionaires. It is an open opportunity now. Gather the coins you want. Gather, if you are a billionaire, get as many as possible. But when the time is set, when the time is ripe, going forward, you must decide to consistently keep paying your admin fee. And once it has been officially made public on the blog, or yes, I believe it's going to be made public on the blog, and then the broadcasters will announce it far and wide, so that those people who are sleeping, they'll have a reasonable period to reform and wake up and start paying their subscription fee. If they fail to keep paying their subscription fee, what happens is those coins will be withdrawn. And by then, the millionaire section has started filling out. And then the millionaire section, the best of the millionaires will replace the billionaires. And those billionaires will be put into the starter level. There is no way that the billionaires are going to be having a certain amount of kringles so that they become millionaires. No. I think there is a long rope will be given, a long period of time for them to repent or reform or change their mind. If they fail to comply after this opportunity has been given again and again, well, we have no choice than to withdraw those coins. I don't know if I've been able to throw some excellent light on this. So many people are afraid. They are like, if I pay this subscription fee now and I pay the billionaire level, so after 3 months, the coins are withdrawn. No. The coin will be withdrawn when liquidity comes in. If the liquidity doesn't come in, it's not good enough to withdraw those coins. So there must be reason why the administration has been saying, number one, that he's calling out for unity. That is number one. Admin calls for unity. Now, when people make this commitment and it is withdrawn, it is not promoting unity. It is only promoting, scattering the system. So the administration will not want scattering. It wants to justify the reason why those coins are withdrawn, and it is not yet time. Okay, I think I'll stop here at this point. I've already said so much. Let me quickly go back to my page. All right, someone is watching me and the person is not saying anything. That's good. That's fine. But thank you very much. You that has listened to my broadcast, I'll really appreciate if you can make one comment. I would really appreciate. But if you do not wish to make any statement, then that's fine. Thank you for your time. And those of you who will be watching this video, do well to give a thumbs up. I would really appreciate. Till I come your way again some other time. Cheers and God bless you. Bye for now.